Yeah, so what you're going to do, Julie, is start by just stopping. And that really means, that can sound really weird, that you want to start by stopping. But what it means is really simple, and that's that you just come back to yourself and let yourself just stand very simply. So there's nothing you need to think about. How should I stand? What should I do? There's nothing you want to do. Let your hands and arms drop, and tell yourself that you're not using your hands and arms, you're not working with them, and so you don't need to hold on. You can just let them be. And the important thing is that you're not trying to do that. If you try to actually make them let go, you're only going to tighten up. So you just stay with that thought that you want your hands and arms to simply drop to your side and stay there. And then just leave them alone. And think of your eyes softening and sitting in your head, moving back in your head if you like. But again, it's really important that you don't try and do that. And it might be also useful to think of everything outside just coming into you, and your eyes are just there soaking it all up. So they're not really working. And in fact, that's true all the time, that they don't need to work in order to see. The less your eyes work, the better you see. So just let them sit in your head and sort of be nicely and gently open, and the seeing just happens. Yeah. So what I'm doing, I was talking to them a bit also, explaining what I was doing. So what I said was that what I'm doing with her is just getting her to quieten down a bit so that then she can work with herself or allow releases to happen in herself. Okay. Now, just bring your awareness really gently to your neck. And think of the muscles of your neck releasing. Ask them to release. You can wish them to release, but what you don't want to do is to try to make them release. Because the same thing will happen, you will start tightening up. And we don't want that. We want you nicely released. So very gently, simply, very clearly, ask the muscles of your neck to just let go so your head can then balance freely, delicately on the top of your neck. And that's how it should be, but most of us have forgotten that. We tend to grip and hold on to our heads. So just asking for the muscles of the neck to let go, that lets your head sort of release up from your shoulders, and then it's nicely poised on the top of your neck. And then, so you've got a lovely lengthening coming up right from your feet up to your back. The only thing is we don't want to focus just on lengthening, because then at some point we start getting narrow. So I'm just taking the chair away. Don't sit down. I've got my hands on your shoulders, and you can, if you like, think of my hands moving away from each other. But what you're actually doing is allowing your shoulders, yeah, that's it. You're allowing your shoulders to widen and release, and that lets your hands and arms lengthen as well. So all of this is not something that you are doing. You're asking for it, you're thinking about it, and that makes your muscles respond in a different way. That's what we're after. We want that subtle inner response. Okay? And in a minute I'm going to ask you to sit down, but not just yet, so don't worry about it. Before you think about sitting down, just pay a little attention to your joints, your hips, your knees, your ankles, because they're involved in your sitting down. And if they're stiff and moving with difficulty, your sitting down is going to be really awkward. So just for a minute, tell yourself that you'd like your joints to free up. So you can move, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then all you do, when you sit down, you don't really need to think about the sitting down so much as your head releasing up as you're going down. And then you just let your joints fall and let go. Okay. So did that feel very strange? You're allowed to say yes because you're new. Yes. So the main thing that's changed now is your feet are not taking your weight, your sit bones are. But apart from that, you still need to ask for that nice freedom in your neck. That allows the lengthening of your head.